Take a look up at the sky and outside. Why? Might as well. Might as well. Might as well. Might as well.
Hey everybody, my name is Trey, and this is my brother Cullen, and this is the Epiphany Show.
Welcome. So first of all, I just want to say I lost my voice this past week, so it's a little raspy. Gonna start off with that, and we're back after kind of a long break. We did the 2-episode part over like 3 weeks with Bryce, but really the last time we podcasted was before Christmas?
2 weeks ago?
More than that.
3 weeks?
3 weeks ago.
Dang.
So it's been a little minute, but we're kind of getting back into it and kind of setting the tone for the new year. You guys will see this after the new year, but it's December 30th today. So any specific announcements you want to make?
We've got a new studio.
If you can't tell.
I hope you can. I'm hoping that it's not more echoey in here. I doubt it is. But it's super cool. I wish y'all could see all of it. Maybe we'll do a vlog tour or something like that. I don't know, but super excited to be here and super grateful. If Cullen's family, if you're watching this, thank you. I appreciate y'all.
Should be watching.
Yeah, should be. Overall, I feel like, does this camera look better, bro? Do we always look like this?
Yeah.
Dang.
That's how we look.
It looks pretty good.
We got a new monitor now, so we can see.
So there's a couple updates, right? Before we were just looking into blank space.
Yeah. For real.
I can't imagine a life without this now.
What do you even look at?
Yeah. Besides that, I mean, me and him got trapped in Ohio for a little bit.
Oh yeah. There's a little story.
It wasn't trapped. It was fun, but he made it back for Christmas. I didn't get to make it back until I think I got picked up around 11:50 p.m. So 10 minutes before midnight. I know. But my mom got to see me, so I was grateful for that. Celebrated with family a couple days after. How about you?
Yeah, I mean, my Christmas break was kind of similar to yours. I was in Ohio with him. I was supposed to get back on Friday the 23rd and go to church that day. The Vikings versus Giants, my brother played in that game. I was supposed to go to that game, but Snow said something else, got a different plan. So didn't get to do that, but it was all right. Like he said, I at least got to be home for Christmas. It was cool just to be with my family, significant others. Actually, I actually slept through Christmas mostly. Because we stayed up the whole night before that because we had to leave at 3 a.m. to go to the airport. And then I got home. We did Christmas from probably 10 to, I want to say 2 maybe, just hanging out. And then I remember it was around 3 o'clock. I went to bed. And then I took a nap because I was just I'm going to take a little nap real quick. Everybody else was doing their own thing. And then my dad comes into my room. He's like, hey, we're going to bed. I'm like, what? He's like, I was like, what time is it? Yeah. He's like, it's 10 o'clock. Dang. I was like, dang, I just slept for 7 hours. That's all of Christmas.
You needed it.
I kind of lost my Christmas a little bit too. But okay. Yeah. Other than that, I was actually supposed to be on a trip this week with the company I work for now. I don't know if I updated you guys on that. I did get hired by Pulse. I was interning there, if you remember that. Yes, I'm now hired there. So, I was supposed to go on a trip with them. Lost my voice, and they were like, "Yeah, you shouldn't go because it's going to be a lot of talking." So. Here I am.
And here you are talking.
Here I am talking. But it was really bad yesterday. I couldn't even... or the day before, I don't know, whatever day it was, but yeah. That's our little update on life and things that are going on in our world. But another one of those days. We don't have too specific of topic, but just a little bit what I wanted to get into is maybe just like reflecting on the past year and looking forward, maybe a little goals wise and that kind of thing. I still have yet to like really sit down and, cast a vision for the next year. I mean, I have a lot of ideas rolling around in my head, but like to write it down and all that, I plan to do that tomorrow morning. But yeah, I was just kind of thinking maybe we could spitball that a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah. Anything? Okay. Starting going back, is there anything? What stands out to you about the last year? We'll go negatives first.
Negatives.
Things that you want to leave behind. Things that you did that were, and maybe, you don't want to be super personal and all that, but yeah.
Dang. I'd have to think on this. I don't.
Yeah, I can go.
Yeah.
Last year, or I guess this year, I came into I was still using when I came into the year. So I remember I was very drunk on New Year's, actually. And I think that's definitely something I'm excited to leave, just that lifestyle for sure. I've already kind of left it per se, but to leave it in this year, I kind of have like a fresh year where I don't have a start of substance abuse. I think that'll be good. I had a relationship this past year that a lot of you guys probably know about. Excited to, like I said, I've moved on past that as well, but just leave it in 2022. What else? I was not homeless, but I didn't really have a really distinct place to stay for a while. Just a lot of the recklessness of my addiction. I'm leaving in 2022 because this was the first year I started to get out of it. So there's a lot of that I'm leaving behind. I love to say just like temptations and, sexual temptations and all that, but I know that'll follow me for the rest of my life. So obviously I can't leave that behind, but I really want to fight it this year more so than I did last year. So that's a big thing that I hope is different.
I concur with that.
Yeah. This is a stretch, but I really want to lock in on not being lazy. I think I did okay this year, but I still procrastinate a lot. I still do a lot of things on not like at last minute, basically is what I should say. So I really want to just like go into it, like just do my stuff, and not wait till the last minute, not do this, do that. That's a big goal of mine I have, is just to like, and to get a really set routine of lifestyle. Because now I have a job, so it's like hopefully I'll sustain throughout the whole year, So I just want a routine that I, have. So it's like, okay, if I'm getting off routine, I can get back on it. And I actually got this really good planner called the Focus Planner that I'm going to be using for this year. So if any of you guys want to check that out, it's really cool. Yeah.
Man, this is like super corny, but the year just went by very fast. Mm-hmm. I think the only thing I could think of leaving behind was definitely my distraction with girls, although it's just it's very tough. Yep. And so I would ask for prayer with that, please, genuinely. But besides that, it's been a very good year. The amount of new relationships I have, shoot, we started building ours in like, I don't know, May. Yeah,
something like that.
And I actually just got a flash as you were talking of like, just like the first couple times we hung out, I remember we were watching like Marvel movies, bro.
Uh-huh.
And like that was like the first thing we did was like, we just like sat back and watched Marvel. I don't even really know if we used to talk a whole lot. I'm not sure, but I remember one of the times we were sitting out on your porch and it was like beautiful outside. And we were talking about like, you want to start a podcast, bro?
Uh-huh.
Like literally. And to think where we are now in the relationship we have, bro, like God is good. And I was actually talking to my mentor about that this morning. And your name in my snap actually is it's Cullen Proverbs 18:24, and that's a friend who sticks closer than a brother. And I was actually like relating you to like a relationship I used to have. I've told you about Eli. I love him to death, but you are in Christ, and it's not even really comparable. But it's like I just remember there was such a hurt that I had for so long of like trusting someone who I thought was like my brother, right? And we weren't brothers in Christ, bro. We were brothers in the world. And like God plucked me away from that, and he gave me something so much better. Yeah. So I was just talking to my mentor, like, I'm just super grateful for you and your family, bro. So like, and sometimes it makes me want to tear up because like I genuinely like just appreciate certain people in my life. So I am super excited to see what this year brings. Whether we live together or not, I want to continue this podcast. I'm excited to see what happens with the music. I mean, the amount of songs I've made this year, like it's crazy. And I feel like I'm just now like entering a new pocket with it, with the certain rap I'm doing. And it's like, man, imagine a year, 2, 3, like if we keep, and that's what I was saying in the beginning, if we keep doing what we're doing, dude, like sky's the limits, bro. There ain't no limits at all. No limits. So, sorry, that was a whole spiel. But besides that, like I don't even really, I think I kind of I don't live very much in the present. Yeah. That's one thing I'm trying to practice. But a lot of me goes back to like 2-3 years ago. Yep. Not even this year. It's more like, man, like sometimes I'm like, man, was it really almost 2 years ago that I OD'd? So it's like, I'm grateful for that. Like there's good there, sobriety in that area. And I've got this new job, hopefully lining up. I'm super excited with that. I don't want to screw that up. I think it'd be really good for me. And I just want to know stability. So
yeah, I think that's a huge thing for me.
Stability, bro.
Stability. And yeah, just to what you were saying, I think just realizing that we're definitely not, we're walking it out together, but we're definitely in different positions when it comes to like what the year had for us. I'm like freshly out of my addiction still, like almost 7 months and like stuff like that. So I think that's kind of where we differ a little bit, because I can be like, okay, I'm actually leaving it behind in this year, Lord willing. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's a little different because, we kind of been on that, but yeah, I don't know. It as you said, it was a fast year. It was a really fast year. I just think back to like my goals for this year I had very specific ones. To save $5,200, which is $100 a week. To live with my ex-girlfriend, which I actually did, but what were the other ones? My main one was to be better than I was yesterday every day. And then I had one to learn coding. I would say I did the first 3. Like
we need to both get back on coding, bro.
Yeah. I saved way more than $5,200. I ended up living with her. I mean, that kind of ended, but whatever. And I can genuinely say I got better throughout the year. Maybe not every single day I was better than the last day, but obviously I got a lot better just as a person. So it's kind of cool for me. Like I can't remember when it was. I was actually talking to a friend the other day, and I was just like, I feel super behind. But then I just remembered, I was like, I accomplished all of my goals for this year and then some. Like I got sober, I got closer to God. I got my first internship. Now I'm hired for like a full or part-time, but a job that could sustain like probably maybe for the next 10 years if it really, if that happens, So it's like, I really did so much this year, like so much change, like to even think where I was like a year, like I had, did I show you that picture? I literally had 5 cents in my bank account.
No, you didn't show me the picture.
Okay, yeah.
No, but I remember you were bringing it up.
There was a screenshot, and I had 5 cents in my bank account. Bro. I was like, wow, how far have I
What's that 21 song? 5 cents in my bank account.
For real, bro. I know. But I'm like, dang, bro. Like, and a year, it really is like, and it's a long time. Yeah. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, not really, but like to look back and think about to last January.
A lot has
Oh my
happened,
gosh, bro. I'm like almost unrecognizable in some aspects, you know?
Yeah. I might have had COVID last.
I did too.
I'm trying to think if that's real.
I got it from a New Year's party, actually.
I might have, bro. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was working in a warehouse.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't working at all. I was doing Insta work, picking up shifts. Nah, I didn't. Yeah, bro. And like my relationship with my parents like grew so much this year. My whole family. There's just so many things that like I can't. It's cool to look back on, but kind of looking forward or just kind of more right now. You know, I'm kind of going through just another one of those, you know, periods where I feel far from God, you know. But even in that, I'm like, okay, like I was saying, I'm so much farther than where I was. And the thing about like a lot of people, you know, people like to, okay, New Year, new resolutions, all these kinds of things, you know, you can start whenever.
Yeah.
I think that's what I realized this year is that the change that I made can happen whenever. It doesn't have to be the new year. It doesn't have to be that. And I know that, you know, I go through these phases with God and I know how it'll be. I'll, you know, it'll pass. It will pass. I know that. But yeah, it doesn't like, I was getting really down on myself. I was like, dang, I'm going into the new year in this like spiritual slump per se. But it's like, no, I can. One, I realize it. You always say that it's like it's good you're realizing it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And two, it's like I can get back on track, however that looks like, whatever it takes. So yeah.
Something that stuck with me from like 5 minutes ago when you were talking was, and I wanted to make it known, was you were talking about how I was farther in sobriety, and I haven't really heard you say that before, but like. I don't know why it stuck out to me because it just doesn't ever cross my mind. And I wanted to make that known to you that like the way you carry yourself is with a maturity of someone who has a lot more than 7 months. So just don't think about it. I don't ever look at you and like, oh, he's got less. No, like, bro, like I never think about that actually. Cause hearing you say that, I was like, really?
Yeah.
Just keep doing what you're doing, bro. Like, yeah.
I had a little thought today. It was just like, you know, you're done using, but like, I don't know. It was weird. It's like the end of the year. I was like, you know, maybe you can do it one more time. It was super weird. It like crept in real quick. And I was like, nah, I can't think that, you know.
They do that. Yeah.
But yeah, I did have that today though. It was kind of out of the blue, but I got over that. I was in Walgreens and I was walking past that DXM aisle, bro.
You know, that's odd because I used to take it a lot in winter and I've been having urges. Like it's not even really urges, just like that feeling where you can feel kind of high again for a second. I've been feeling it, bro. Yeah.
Bro, I had that today.
Yeah, I have been. And I just shut it down. Yeah. Like that's BS.
What I always do is I look at the days. I'm like, dang, like I can't remember. I think it's like, I don't know how many days I'm even at right now. I just looked at it today. But I always look at it and I'm like, especially the vape, because I remember when we were in Ohio, I had like 75 days. I was like, all right, you don't want to just waste the 75 days.
No.
It's like, nah.
You're probably at like 83 now.
Yeah. Just one day at a time.
Keep going. Almost at 3 months.
I do want to hit that vape though. I do. But I'm not going to. I'm not. Man, we just took a sip at the same time.
I think we're interconnected.
It's so eerie out here, bro. It's like super quiet.
It was until that fan went on. But then I noticed it.
But
it is. There's not like footsteps and cabinets banging.
What was I gonna say? You want to talk about next year? What? You have any goals that you have already kind of thought about, or you want a minute to think?
Yeah, I want to be in a new house. I want this new job. I want to like be good at my job, and I want to excel in my job, and I don't want to be late for work. I don't want to worry about losing a job. I want to enjoy my job. So I'm excited every day to wake up for it. Kind of like I am for Apple. I just want, like, again, stability, dude. And I'm really excited to hear from, I'm not going to name him, but the guy who's been talking back and forth about maybe investing in my music, and he's seems very serious. So I'm really excited to see what could happen with that. And who knows, there might be new flows and new levels this year. So besides that, to keep doing what I'm doing, I think one thing, like, is I don't need too much change. I think change almost like hurts me. It's like more adjusting, right? I think what I need is stability, and I think what I need is to slow and steady grind. And shoot, that's what I'm expecting this year. So I think this year is really just going to be about perfecting and growing and maturing in certain aspects of life that I've started this year, right? And we started working out. We dropped it. We need to get back on that. We need to perfect and mature in that. We started the podcast this year. Okay, we need to perfect and grow in that. Okay, we're already beginning good. We're in a new studio, right? Like we made things happen, and super cool. We just gotta keep going.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good word for sure. I think I also need a little bit of that, because I feel like I'm kind of in this, dang, what do I need to change? What do I need to change?
Maybe you don't need to change much.
But yeah, working out is a huge thing.
Yeah, I need it. I feel like my mental health's definitely taking a toll. I was feeling so good when I was working out. Yeah, actually, it's weird how the devil deceives you though, bro.
Yeah, bro. I don't know.
It's so dumb.
We're going to do it, bro. And we're going to get a schedule, and it's going to be, all right, okay, good. Yeah. First of all, that's the big thing I have. I like stability. I like what you said in that. I really want a schedule. I want my life not to be too, I don't like to be super tied down to things, but like enough, you know what I mean? So that's a big thing I want. With this new job I'm starting, I think a goal of mine is just, more than to be vague about it. I want to be full time by the end of the year next year. I think, I know. So I think that's a big goal of mine I have, because right now they hired me on as part time with opportunity to, go full time. So yeah, I think that's something I really want. What are the other things I was thinking? Like I said, less procrastination and laziness with school. I want to do my work. Not that I don't do my work, but I always wait till the last minute, and it's so annoying. But I was doing kind of heavier loads last year, so I think I'm just going to take it slow, do my work, get through that. Yeah, I mean, if I really wanted to, I could probably try and graduate this year, but I don't think I'm going to do that, just because I think it's okay to take it slow and do it at my own pace. And then, I don't know. We've gone back and forth just on me moving out. I think that may be in the works for next year. I don't know. I feel like this past time that we kind of tried to kind of like open my eyes, I like maybe it wasn't right yet. You know what I mean? Just because it didn't work out. Yep. But yeah, so I don't quite know about that yet. But I did have a verse I want to read. I don't know if you do this. I actually have never done this. This is my first time doing this. But I have a verse for like the year that I really want to like adhere to.
Great cloud of witnesses.
Yeah. So this is Hebrews 12, 1-3. Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us, fixing our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of faith. For the joy set before him, he endured the cross, scorning its shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. Consider him who endured such opposition from sinners, so that you will not grow weary and lose heart. So that's just like, I want to throw off every single sin. I mean, obviously not every, I won't be perfect, but you know what I mean? Like all these things holding me back. Like I feel like, there's the sexual piece of it. That's a really big piece. But like, I feel like there's also a lot of little things holding me back, like laziness, like I was talking about, procrastination, those kinds of things, just like the littler things that like don't seem as big as the big things, but like it so easily entangles you. It really does. And I think that, what's the word that leads to the bigger things? You know what I mean? You start kind of, getting lazier or like not doing this, not waking up on time, whatever. And then, okay, everything just kind of, starts to, just go. Yeah. And then it's like, okay, now you're just deep in this and deep in that. And it's like, shoot, like everything's all at once. You know what I mean? So it's like, just figuring out those little things, getting the loose ends tied. I really want this to be a really Bible heavy year for me. I want to read, study, grow so much in my Bible knowledge this year. That is one thing I really, really want. At Pulse, they call it the year of the Bible. When it's like, I mean, you can read the Bible, whatever, but it's like when you really commit to it. And I think this is going to be my year of the Bible. So
cool.
Yeah. Those are kind of some of the things I had.
Dude, I want to read more books this year.
Yeah. That's
I
also
love
something
reading
I had.
this the year. I just have not read very much at all.
Bro, you want to do it with me?
Yeah, well, dude, I want to, but I gotta be serious about it. You feel me?
Saying, a book a month.
Because
serious. Like that was actually a goal I had written down.
Dude, in my addiction, I was reading, bro, a book a month, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. The devil be telling me lies, saying like you were better off, and you're like, nah, bro, I wasn't. But like, I actually I just did certain things in my addiction, bro, because I didn't hang out with anyone. So I was just reading, bro.
I hear that.
And I was reading Christian books.
I'm telling you, bro, we're doing it a book a month.
Yeah, I got to get back to it, bro. I have so many good books. Maybe we can do more. John Piper, C.S. Lewis. I got your book. I did read a chapter of it last night. So. But every time I read, I'm like, man, like, why have I not been doing this? I've been enjoying it. It's kind of like if we worked out, I'd be like, why have I not been doing? But like, it's the getting myself to do it. Yeah.
Want to know a goal I think I want to add? I think maybe for the both of us, I think we should like start like a Bible study.
I've thought about that, getting invited. Well, I mean, we go to Dominique's or whatnot, but having our own, having Bryce come over, Gavin.
I think we could do that this year.
Yeah, advertise on Snap. Just be like,
it doesn't even have to be like the full year. We could just do it for a season.
Once a month or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I think we should add that.
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Those are kind of the biggest things that come to mind. I want to save a lot of money this year, like I did this year. That's a big goal of mine. I want a girlfriend.
That the first part, and but the first part with saving money, the finances have been a struggle like the past 6 months, just because partially my fault not being wise, and secondly getting laid off didn't help anything, and then now it's like he was switching into a new job, and now I'm about to do that again, and like if I wouldn't have been laid off, I'd be fine. I'd be like above. But like, it's like paying like past dues, right? So I think once I get paid off like this year, I just want to make sure I'm never in that position again, because being in that position, like I almost revert to like the street life of like, dang, I'm about to I should just like sell drugs. Like, dang, like, like what can I do to get some money? Right. And like, I could get a second job and all that. But like the lazy part of my brain is like, nah, I can make this much doing that. Right. And it's stupid. So I don't ever want to feel that again. I don't hear that. No, it sucks. And you were talking about with the 5 cents. Like I dang near was negative at certain points this time.
Last year too. I was like, I don't like it. It's such a. I hate that feeling. Bro.
Yeah, it's a sucky feeling.
But I
think I walk around and mope, but like there's money everywhere. I know that, but you gotta go out and get it, I guess.
What's the saying, bro? Closed mouths don't get fed.
Return of the.
That's the thing I was trying to think of before I ended it.
I know.
Closed mouths don't get fed.
I know.
Closed mouths don't get fed.
Clothes.
Mouths.
Don't get fed.
All right. Anyway, That's kind of what we got.
Yeah, I honestly just wanted to do a New Year podcast. That's it. And just kind of, Lord willing, things happen. Tomorrow ain't promised, but
Welcome to the space.
Yes.
We're hoping we have a lot of Whole lot of guests, whole lot of activity up in here.
Once we get that couch set up for surely.
I don't know about the couch, bro.
I know about the couch.
I don't like how they can like see my full body. Bro,
we'll flip a coin.
I already gotta like worry about what's going on from here up, and then I gotta worry about what's going on down here, bro.
You're fine.
Bro.
We'll be all right.
I think the desk is cool.
My back hurts.
We're getting new chairs, remember?
You're right, but we'll see. How we about to get 4 guys around this table?
There's another one.
How we about to get out the lens to fit it all?
I think I'm gonna get a wider lens.
That'd be cool.
It's like.
Oh, by the way, I think I'm gonna get a camera here soon. He's gonna help me pick one out. Huh? For real. I'm trying to start vlogging. Like I'm trying to start like a
bro, it's not 2016
not in a corny way. Not in a corny way. But like I want to start like an actual YouTube channel.
Nah, I hear you.
Like a real YouTube channel, whether it's me posting freestyles or like what we were talking about with the mic. Yeah, we can't even spill the beans. We got
hop
things.
On Twitch, bro. That's some
that'd be fun. 2K. That'd be fun.
No, like yeah.
No, like Zayas.
No,
we'd definitely be like Zayas.
Kai Sanat.
Yeah, but he's not a duo. Zayas is.
What do you mean?
Zayas. You know,
yeah.
The funny guys.
They do the freestyles. Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying.
They don't play 2K.
Well, they're just funny.
Yeah,
they react to music videos. Yeah, that's
stream.
all I'm saying. We can just do whatever we do.
Just stream.
That is cool.
What y'all think? Let us know in the comments.
Drop it.
Yeah.
Hit that bell.
Also, no, I'm not going to announce that yet. I'll announce that next week. We'll keep that on the DL. If you want to be on the show, as always, like we say, reach out. We are very, very open to guests. We have a few lined up, but always open to more. Yeah, that's what we got. Got anything else?
No. Have a blessed night. Have a blessed rest of your week. Whenever you're watching this, it's love.
It's love.
New flows, baby.
Peace.
Take a look up at the sky and outside. Why? Might as well. Might as well.